Hey guys, welcome back. It's Rachel
and Nina,
and we are here today with a very special someone, my sister.
Yay, sister.
Say hi, sister.
Hi, sister. My name's Amanda.
Welcome, Amanda. Oh, this should be a fun episode.
Oh, yeah.
Very fun. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for being on. Okay, so we like to start out by letting you do a little introduction on yourself and, a little background.
Okay. Well, as I said, my name's Amanda. I have two kids. One is about to be 8 and one is about to be 3, back-to-back birthdays, so that's fun. Full-time mom and full-time worker. Just going with the flow, taking the kids to all their activities, trying to keep sane.
Being a super mom,
Right? What do you do full-time for a living?
So I do what's called analytics. So I work for an insurance company, and I basically take their loss information and summarize it and help create different tables for it so they can take it to market for quotes.
Cool.
It's not that interesting. There's a lot of Excel and numbers, which I like.
Well, that's cool. So that's your moneymaker.
Mm-hmm. That's my moneymaker.
And then, okay, so on top of your full-time job, you said full-time mom. So what does that entail for you?
So I'm on the PTO, and I'm a homeroom parent. My oldest is in Taekwondo and Cub Scouts and is hoping he gets into chess club. So I'm driving him everywhere to do
chess club.
Yeah, we're waiting for them to pick the people because they only have a limited number of slots for each club. So he's waiting and he's hoping. His backup is gardening club, so.
Oh, my nephew is so cute.
I love him.
He's so smart.
I want him to teach me how to play chess.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's good.
Yeah.
He is good. I played with him once and he almost beat me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and maybe he can teach me how to keep a plant alive, too.
Yeah, I can't do that either.
I hope so. But yeah, so I just drive him everywhere with our busy schedule. Take care of the little one all day because I get to work from home. So I'm with these kids all the time.
At what time does your day start?
Between 5:30 and 6, depending how tired I am. Sometimes I hit that snooze button. And then, yeah.
I love the snooze.
I get up, because I meal prep to breakfast and lunches for my husband and I, because we're trying to eat healthy. So I get his lunch ready and his stuff ready, and then I log into work and start working, and then I wake up the oldest, and he gets ready for school, and then I get the youngest. And then we take him to school, and I come home and work, and then I pick him up, and we go to all the activities.
So do these activities, are they every day? Do they have something going on every single day?
Almost, yes. So he got into leadership with Taekwondo, and so that added an extra commitment. Because before, Taekwondo was only 2 days a week, and now it's up to like 3 to 4. Yeah, that's a lot. And then Cub Scouts is once a week. So
How do you do it all? I'm exhausted just hearing you talk about this and like watching you live your life. I'm just like, oh my God. It's no wonder I don't get to see you ever.
yeah, that's a lot. Coffee, a lot of coffee. Coffee. Yeah, a lot of coffee, and at nights an adult beverage or two.
Always helps. Always helps.
Right? Right? Like, it's okay. This is an explicit podcast. You can say alcohol.
I'm just used to saying it that way because, like, my oldest will be like, oh, what's that? Like, if I get, like a fruity drink, and I'm like, it's adult beverage. I'm sorry, you can't have that.
I love it.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty good, though. Better way of explaining it for his purposes.
He's been wanting to take a sip or two of coffee, and he's like, oh, I like that. I was like, okay, we can't have, like, more than a sip because they're going to be on the ceiling, and I cannot.
Don't get him started yet.
Yeah.
Mom got us started way too young, and now look at us.
Like, he'll, like,
I'm literally ordering you a new coffee pot and creamer right now.
Because mine broke. Because I use it too much.
Yeah, you're not allowed to not have a coffee pot. I'm sorry. I'm not going to let that happen.
Every mom needs a coffee pot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, my oldest,
I'm gonna
he'll
take
wake
that
up.
one for sure.
My oldest will wake up some mornings and he'll wake up and be like, Mom, I need coffee. I was like, no, you don't. You're fine. You need coffee.
Oh my god. I watch a show called The Great North, and one of the kids, he's like a 10-year-old, and he every morning he gets up and the dad is like, coffee again, son? And he's like, I am 10, or he says something, I don't know, some funny clip back, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
I can't do it.
That's too young. That's too much energy for me.
For sure. I'm like, no.
I don't know how he does it, because he does a lot of taekwondo. He has his gym class in his recess, and then he comes home, and he's still running laps around the house, just running for like an hour. And I don't know how they do it. I wish I had the energy of a child.
I do too.
Yeah, the money somebody would make if they could figure out how to like harness that energy and give it to the adults who actually need it.
It's true.
Oh my God, they would be billionaires.
Yeah, take my money.
Yeah, for real, because that would be so lovely. Instead, I have to go to the doctor 10 times just to figure out why I'm tired. Oh my God.
And then they just tell you just need to sleep more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or exercise more.
Are you getting rest? Are you getting rest? Like, I have 2 children. Does it look like I'm getting rest?
Yeah. Like,
No rest to be had in this household.
Sorry.
and then your child just
Right? He's just like, what are y'all doing?
Ruby is mean mugging us right now.
He's like, don't talk about me like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's like 2 children in and of himself.
I don't know how you do it with him. He climbs on everything.
Everything.
He's a little daredevil.
And an escape artist too.
Oh yeah, he really is. He just, yeah. I don't even know how he figures out how to do some of the things he does. I'm like, you're 2 years old. Calm down.
It's y'all's brains. Y'all pass that down.
Like, I'm grateful because that means he'll be smart. I hope. But at the same time, I'm like, oh, but I can't like hide anything from him because he figures everything out. Like, he knows how to open all the doors. He's almost figured out how to open his gate, so we're not gonna be able to contain him any longer.
Yeah, Neil figured out Santa and the Tooth Fairy real quick. But he still does Santa, like he has fun with it and everything. Like he enjoys it, so he plays into it. But he told me the other day, he's like, I know you're the Tooth Fairy. And I was like, how do you know? He's like, I mean, I just figured it out.
He figured it out himself?
And I was like, well, then you don't need money anymore.
Right. I guess the Tooth Fairy's not visiting you. Oh my God. Yeah, I think Kai's there too with Santa and stuff. But he still believes
Because
for us.
like he wants to.
For us.
Aw.
Yeah. I think he does it for us. But I think that he has an idea like, kind of putting 2 and 2 together here.
I guess that saves you having to have that talk with him, though. Like, hey, we've been lying to you for however long.
Well, and then it's too, I think it's just like, you know, they go to school and so kids talk and stuff. And so they figure, they have help figuring it out. But I
Yeah.
told him, I was like, don't spoil it for your younger brother. I was like, let
Right.
him have it for as long as he can.
Yes,
and he was
yes.
like, okay, yeah. But like, he still has fun with it.
Yeah.
Oh, and I bet he would have fun helping you. Help
Yeah, that's what I was
Robbie.
about to say. Make him a part of the magic too.
Yeah, because he
That's gonna
loves
be
he
fun.
loves taking care of the littles. So I'm sure he
Aw.
would love. He does.
There was a little girl last night who was looking for a friend to play. So little. My youngest was being shy as he is, and so I got my oldest, and I was like, "Hey, she needs a friend. Will you play with her?" And he's like, "Yeah. You want to play? Do you know how to play tag?" And she's like, and so they went and
Aw,
played tag together, and he just played
how
with her.
sweet.
He's so sweet. Yeah, and that little girl probably was around 2 or 3, huh? She was little. Yeah.
That's so sweet.
He's the sweetest little boy. My nephew.
Little
I
big
love
brother.
him. Yeah.
Sweet.
He's not little anymore.
I know it.
He
I
comes
know
up
it.
to my chin.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, that's crazy. And you said back-to-back birthdays.
Yes. End of
And then
October
you
and
too.
mid
Like all
November.
y'all's kids' birthdays are right around the same
Yep.
time.
Yep. Starting October 2nd, it goes until the end of November. It's just back to back to back to back.
And then we
That's
got
busy.
Thanksgiving and Christmas right after.
Yes.
And then we're about to have another one because my brother-in-law's baby is due in December.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna have.
Oh, it's just gonna extend to the whole year, cause then like we get a little bit of a break, but then like
May
May is full of birthdays for us too, and
Mhm.
so it's just like
You just get like a month or two of
Right?
downtime.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh
It
my
doesn't
God.
stop.
Yeah.
How do you keep up with all that? With like all the presents and like that is Jesus.
I give my oldest a limit. I'm like, you get $20 a friend. Like that's my max. Like that's like.
Well, I meant for them. You getting presents for them.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
because you know how some parents do the whole like 3 gift thing. Not a lot of parents do it because I know a lot of parents love to spoil their kids. We try to do the whole something they want, something they need, something to wear, something to read. We do that and then let the rest of the family spoil them because that's what ends up happening anyways. I don't know. We just got to a point where we're like, we're not going to kill ourselves over Christmas.
Yeah, there's
know what I
really
mean?
no point to. I mean, other than yeah, you get them like you said, a few little things so they like it and they're excited. But yeah,
And
don't
then,
be going
and like
broke.
Kai's gotten to an age where I'm like, do you want a lot of little things or a few big things?
Yeah, and we've started.
You know what I mean?
We've started going to the bigger things, and like for their birthday. Now to think about it, we only get them like one gift for their birthday because they have all the family and friends. But also we're paying for their party, so like,
Right.
you want
It's
a birthday
it's
party?
a big
You want
expense.
you want gifts, and
Right.
that's what I had to talk to my oldest because I know you've been getting like cool destination birthday parties, but once your brother reaches age, we're gonna have to start alternating. I was like, we're gonna have to start compromising. You're not gonna get that every year because we can't pay for two. You get to one at home this year and
Yeah. Take turns.
But next year we started floating the idea of doing a joint birthday party, and my oldest seemed to like that. He was like, okay, that'll be fun. We're gonna do a
Yeah.
Venom versus Spider-Man theme.
That is
Oh
so
my
cute.
God, that's so cool.
And that's
I
a really
love
good
that.
idea too, the joint birthdays, especially because they're so close together. Because then, well, and like we said, your oldest loves being with the littles and taking care of them and stuff. So I'm sure he likes that.
Working smarter and not harder.
Yes, exactly. And then I think Christmas we get them like a big thing, and then we get the Santa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we just.
Yeah, that's something I'm gonna try to start figuring out because, like y'all said, they get so much from the grandparents and everything else
true.
that it's like there's no need for us to have to go all out, and then just
Like if you can focus on getting them one big item that they absolutely want, I feel like your job is done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then like stockings. Oh, I just
Yeah,
love doing
look,
stockings.
I
So
do too, man. I think it's because my mom we always had such a cool stocking.
I think so too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's my
a
favorite part.
big thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, my house is just turning into a giant toy box.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. It like you almost get to a point where you have to tell people to stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they don't need toys, they need this. You know what I mean?
And I try, but my mom is not one to listen to me.
No, and
No,
and,
she is not.
But also you have to let them be grandparents, special time for them. And like this is for some of them that's it. I know for us, Gabe's it. So I let them spoil him as much as they want cuz he's the end, you know?
The last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean about your house becoming a toy box though, because I literally set up a whole designated playroom for Jeremy, and there's still toys everywhere, everywhere.
A whole room.
So he got a whole room, and now he still has my whole living room, and now it's pouring out into the hallway because now he wants to run back and forth between Dad's room and the living room, and
They're
fun.
everywhere. And doesn't matter when you clean it and you release them because 5 minutes later, it looks like you didn't do anything.
Yep.
Exactly. I'll be at my mom's house and when she's watching the kids or whatever, and she'll be like hanging out, and she'll be like, pick up all his toys. I'm like, we're
Why?
still hanging out.
Right.
Like he's still playing. Why am I gonna waste that energy just for him to? I'm gonna put him up and he's gonna go right behind me and dump them all back out.
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
Yeah, we're not doing that.
No. Sorry.
And then I feel like there's always every year there's double back-to-back friend birthday parties.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like this Saturday, so I have to be at my mother-in-law's house at 9:30 to go to a fall festival with her. And then my oldest has a friend birthday party at 2:30, and then we have my nephew's birthday party at 5.
Whew.
I was about to say, what are you doing on Saturday?
That's what I'm doing on Saturday.
That's a lot.
Because I know you have one engagement you have to be at.
I will be there, but I have 2 prior ones before.
That's crazy.
Oh my Lord, I don't know how you live your life. It stresses me out just hearing you talk about it.
And like where my mind goes is like today, for example, I have to work at 4. So like I'm already in panic mode because I'm chilling right now. I'm like,
Mhm.
you should be getting ready for work. You're nowhere near ready, but it's like 4. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
right now is like what 11 o'clock. But yeah, I freak out thinking of that time and scheduling stuff and all the.
I think that's why I also get so much like anxiety anytime I have plans because I feel like I have to start getting ready for the plans like so many hours ahead of time because I
Exactly.
know myself and I'm a
Exactly.
lollygagger
Yep, that's me.
and I'm like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, but I need to start getting like doing makeup at this time.
Yep.
And then it's so dumb, but I'm like, okay, get your makeup done and then you can take a break and chill
Oh my
and then
God,
do your
we are
hair.
so much alike. It's kind of
But like,
scary.
why
Just get ready.
just do it. Just get ready.
Just
Why
get
do you have to
ready.
be like this, Rachel?
Just get
Why?
ready.
Why?
I mean, that's what drives my husband crazy because, like, I'll be like, okay, so we have to be here, this place at 4. So we have to count for, it's 30 minutes away, count for traffic because, where we live. So it's like, okay, so, like, just say we'll leave an hour before we have to be there. And it's like, okay, so it usually takes me 2 hours to get ready. So I got to start.
See?
And then the kids are crazy, so I have to get the kids ready. So it's like, okay, so that's 3 hours. So I have to, like, backtrack and, like, okay, I have this
Backing
long
up
to
the
rel-
timeline.
Yeah.
So I have to wake up by this time, so I have this much time to relax before I have to get ready.
Oh my God. That's the mom math,
Yes,
y'all.
Yeah.
it really
It's the
is.
mom math.
Yeah, because I do that too. But
Yeah.
then Zach, I just have to tell him 30 minutes before we have to leave, hey, you got to get ready. And he's like, okay, cool.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
while I'm running around
Same.
crazy.
Same.
I'm like, man, I wish I had that life.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
that would be
I
nice.
really thought that was just me that did that.
Nope.
Nope.
Not at
Oh
all.
yeah.
It's
I
being a
feel so
mom.
much better now.
Mm-hmm.
I really
You have to
do.
schedule your day.
Yeah. It's
And
a lot.
Yeah, it sucks for me, especially because I am not a scheduler or
No.
a planner at all. Like, I am very much fly by the seat of my pants kind of person. But now I have to be that way, especially, with Jeremy and stuff, because that adds on the extra time, like Amanda was saying. And it just drives me crazy. And I think that's why I get so much anxiety. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I just want to call. I'm just going to cancel. I'm just going to
Yeah,
cancel.
no,
Because
no,
I just
no.
don't want to do it.
I get it. I get it. Yep. That's like this morning. I woke up when I think I texted you around 8:30 or something, but I was tired. I was like, I need to just sleep for 15 minutes. And I was like, hey, what time are you coming? And then when she told me, I was like, okay, so I can do 15 minutes and then I'll need to get up so I can take a quick shower. And then by the time she gets, okay. Yeah. I can do this. I can do this.
Because otherwise you wouldn't have been able to get that sleep time because you would have
Right.
been like, where is she? When's she going to get here? When's she gonna
Exactly.
get here?
And then she was like, I'm going to go ahead and come. And I was like, woo, let's go. I was like, kick it into high gear. But
Sorry, I messed up your plan. Jeremy
No,
was just
but
like so antsy. And ready
exactly.
to
And
go.
I understand that. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, he's probably like, what are we doing? Like, and then as soon as we got out of the car, he ran up here. Like, he already knew.
Yeah, because I was like, we're going to go see your auntie. And so he was like, let's go. And I'm
Let's
like,
do
well, we
this.
still have like an hour. So I shouldn't have said anything. Damn it.
Well, it's even like last night. Like, I was early to dinner because I was like, well, I already picked him up from school. I don't want to go home for 10 minutes just to load them back up. Like,
It's a lot of work,
Yeah.
man.
It's
And
too
then,
much,
like,
yeah.
my kids, as soon as they hit the door, they're like, shoes are off, clothes are flying. And I'm like, wait, we're going somewhere. And they're like, well, let's go. And I'm like, in a minute, we're going somewhere.
I got to do some things.
Right,
Got to grab
right.
some stuff. Get stuff together.
Oh
have
my
some
gosh.
downtime.
Yes. I got 30 minutes, so shut up.
Leave me alone.
Yes.
yeah, we have to like schedule our lazy days.
That's
Like today, we're not
crazy.
doing anything. We're gonna lay like broccoli. That's it. That's all we're doing. And
They really do. They really do. They'll be like, because my mom will be like, hey, what are y'all doing this day? And she's like, nope, it's our lazy family day. We're like, okay, fine.
That's a good idea, though.
Yeah, and they stick to it. They're like,
Yeah.
no, this is our lazy time.
Yeah.
like, this is
that's
our one day a month. We're not-
one day a month?
Yeah,
Wait,
if we're
hold
lucky.
on.
If we're lucky.
Hold on. I thought this was like a weekly thing.
No, this is we get
Oh,
one day a
wow.
month.
And have you heard her talk about her life?
Oh, my
A
God.
weekly thing? Oh,
Well, I was
wish.
thinking maybe like on a Sunday or.
That's
but-
usually when we get them, but it's like one time a month at best
Wow.
if we're doing good.
Wow.
this woman gets up literally and does not sit back down and relax until she's already passed out in bed because somebody had to drag her in there.
That's crazy.
She does not stop. It
That's
drives
crazy.
me and her husband crazy because we're just like, just sit down. Like, just relax for
I can
5
just
minutes.
picture her in Edible Arrangements kitchen. Just like that, like you're saying. Just running back and forth with them big old trays of something.
Because I'm a person who's like, I can't relax if there's like dishes to be done or something to do. Like my body will not let me relax. It's like you need to get all this stuff done so you can relax.
See, I don't have that problem.
Me either.
I'm like, they'll be there.
My thing is like I need to relax so that I can deal with that.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Because I
It's completely
cannot,
opposite
right?
for me. I'm like, I gotta get in the mindset to handle
To
those
handle
dishes.
that, yeah. I always make the joke that God made us such extreme opposites of the other. Like I don't want to say lazy, but I'm really lazy, and she's very, very productive. And I'm always like, why did he make us such polar opposites? Why couldn't he be like smash us together, put us in a blender, and then pour us out equally? So that way,
so we both get a little bit of everything.
She could learn to relax a little bit, and I could be a little more not so relaxed. But it didn't happen that way.
No, it never does.
No.
You know what's funny though is when we lived together, we were talking about that the other day about the dishes and stuff, like how I would be so anal about the dishes, like there better not be food on the dishes. And then there would always be food on the dishes, and now I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it still bothers me
Like,
if there's food on the
there was,
dishes.
like a little bit of ketchup. She'd be like, "You didn't rinse off the ketchup," and I'm like, "Oh my god, we're gonna put it in the dishwasher. Like it's fine."
I would always be like, if there's food on a dish, I'm not doing the dishes. And she's like, oh my God.
That's how Christian is. He's like, I'll do the dishes, but not if there's food on them. I'm like, got it. So when you bring the dishes back, can you just rinse it and then there won't be food on it?
Can you rinse your own dish?
Can you rinse
that
your own
put in
dish?
there?
Exact.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Zach does that too. Oh, there's always something left on the dish, and I'm just like,
Bro, drive me nuts. Just
Or like we go through so many cups. So my oldest will like grab a cup for water, but then he wants milk, so he'll grab a different cup instead of finishing his water. And so then like all our cups are in the sink in under a day, and I'm just like,
that's literally my kitchen right now.
he needs
Just
his
cups.
buffet of drinks, you know? Like he needs.
It's like
I'm like, why
Six
can't you
days,
just
all the
rinse the
water
same cup? I tell them this every day. Use
yes.
the same. I have the same cup. I'll have coffee and then I'll rinse it out and then get my next drink. I get what you're saying. Sometimes I do have multiple drinks, coffee cup, water can or whatever. Water can.
Water can.
I was thinking of the aluminum thing, but yeah, water can.
Oh, like a Stanley Cup
I
type
didn't
of
know.
situation.
I
Hold
didn't
on
want
to
to
the
say
desk.
Stanley Cup because I don't have one and don't ever plan on it.
But that style.
But yes.
Yeah. I don't have one either. I have
Stanley
an
Cup-esque.
I have an HEB brand, but it's so
That's
cute.
exactly what I have, a HEB brand. Yeah.
But it's so cute.
Same.
You can't help but love it.
I felt
This
the same
woman just
way.
has a giant ass like 2-gallon jug she lugs around with her everywhere.
Yeah, it's 64 ounces.
Do you finish that every day?
I do at least one and a half. My husband.
I need to drink
I
more
told you
water.
she's a super mom.
Yeah, like I don't know how.
Full time worker,
To me, I
full
feel like
time
there's
mom.
not enough hours in the day for you to get all this done.
No.
There's no way.
Well,
The house is always clean and she stays hydrated.
Well, half the time,
I cannot.
by the time I drink water, I've already like dehydrated myself with all my coffee. So then I just chug it to like make up for it. So it's not like I'm sitting there sipping water the healthy way. Yes.
And then you dehydrate yourself again by running around and doing all this craziness.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I'm more just chugging water than like actually healthily.
Got it. Got it.
I always
Like-
call her super mom because
So I
I
need
just
to go like in
can't.
full Amanda mode to like fully hydrate
Yes.
the way I'm supposed to.
Yes. Because I'm not doing it.
That's crazy.
It's
Like I
fine.
feel like I would be sick, but if I was doing everything that you were doing, I would be perfectly fine.
Mhm.
Because it would just, I guess, process.
Replenish. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're replenishing what
Yeah.
you're sweating out all day. God,
She's insane, y'all.
that's
Y'all,
a lot. I
like
mean,
she is insane.
I'm in awe because I've never been
Mhm.
the PTA moms scare me, and then like all the extra stuff I've just never. The boys have just never wanted the desire to do any extra stuff, so I guess I kind of dodged a bullet with that. I don't know how you do it.
I
I don't know how you do
either.
it.
My
It's awesome.
My oldest wants to do everything, and we had to limit him. I was like, I can't. I can't. And then I'm just
Mommy's gonna break.
And then I'm just hoping that my youngest, when he gets older, he wants to do the same stuff. I'm crossing my
You're
fingers.
like, we already are set for this.
Yes.
So we got the outfits, we got
Mhm.
all the things.
We can
We got
reuse
you
all.
all
of it.
set for Taekwondo.
Yes.
I have a feeling. I think your youngest would like taekwondo, but as far as like gardening and chess and stuff, I don't think that's gonna be your youngest.
So Amanda, with all the things that you do, and you do a lot, what's your take on mom guilt? Do you have it? Do you have any?
I do. And I think that's why I can't say no to my kids, is because, like, I don't want them to miss out. Like, this time is so fleeting. And so, like, especially, even though it's not my fault, when my oldest gets sick and he has to miss something, like a camp out for Cub Scouts or a birthday party, I can see it on him and I feel guilty. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not the one who got him sick. But,
Right.
like,
You still hurt for him that he's missing out.
yeah, because, like I said, it's, they change friends every year because they're so young. They're figuring out, what interests and stuff. And so I don't want him to miss everything, but I'm also like, we're on a budget. I can't pay for everything. Like, I think that's the thing I get the most guilt about, is telling him, like, no, we can't do that right now because, we're on a budget and stuff. And so I can just see it on him because he doesn't understand how money works.
Right.
See, I do get the mom guilt. I do. Because, you want to give your kids the world, but also there's a fine line too of giving them the world without spoiling them rotten, so they're little butt heads.
Yep.
And so it's like we try to set boundaries with that, and then you can see it too, like they're let down, and it's like, well, like if I gave you everything you want, then you would expect that, like, you're just gonna always get what you want, and I don't
Right.
want him to grow up learning that.
Right. You don't want him to grow up being rotten.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
But it still hurts because it's like I want to spoil you rotten. I want to, but I don't want you to become a not nice person. Yeah, brat. I couldn't think of the word. I was like, I don't want you to become a brat.
Yeah.
And then I feel guilty too because, like, my mom spoils him with, like, all the sweets and the candy and stuff. So here at home, we don't really eat candy. We don't really eat a lot of junk food. We don't have soda in the house. And so then I feel bad too because he wants that, but I already know how much he's had with my mom. And so I'm
Right.
like, no, like, you've had enough. So, like, now I can't spoil him.
Yeah, because you're still trying to create that balance for him.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I think that it's crazy that, all moms have mom guilt, but I think that it's great that you're still trying to create that balance for them so that they know where and how far, to take things. I don't know. I always try to stop my kids' grandparents from giving them. I mean, when we go over there, it's literally every favorite snack they've ever favored is there
Just
on
ready
demand.
for them.
So like chips, candy, soda, it's all, like right there. And I'm looking at them like, y'all don't go to the doctor's visits with me and have to hear the doctor say, hey, this is not good, so it's like I have to get it. I have to get in trouble because y'all want to spoil the kids.
Yeah.
So I think that that's cool that you do hold your ground at home. And I think that that's really, it's hard to stand your ground and to say, no, this is how we're going to do things here. And this is what we're not going to have. And this is what we can have. And it's teaching them younger that there are boundaries in life.
Yes.
So they won't be shell shocked when they see how the real world is. And I think that that's really good because a lot of kids, they're not ready for it. They're not ready for the world. You know what I mean? And they don't know what's really out there.
And that's the other thing too, is like I try to be as honest as I can with my kid. And then too, like when he's playing his video games or anything like that, he's out here in the living room, not in his room, because I'm like, I want to know. I want to know what's going on. Like, we'll play video games together. No, you can't do live chat. Like, I'm sorry. You can only talk to your friends on there, and I have to know your friends. It's one, you want to get them ready for the world with the boundaries, and then two, it's like you want to let them know the world isn't necessarily like the safest place.
Right. It's not all rainbows and sunshine. There's a lot of scary out there. And that's great that you do that. I think that a lot of times when parents give their kids tablets or let them game and stuff like that, it's just giving it to them. I know I'm guilty of it.
Not
You know what I
monitoring.
mean? And not monitoring. So that's, very commendable that you do that and like still making time to do that. That's another thing you're doing on top of all of the other things. You're staying involved and monitoring your child's internet time and that time that they have because man, that right there, they're like you were saying, they have help to figure things out, and it's just right there at their fingertips. They can literally look up anything. And so he's a smart little boy, and I'm sure he has things that he thinks about and he's like, I wonder this, but you're right there to see it and catch it. And that's a good thing that you're still giving your kid, you give your babies all of you and all of your time. And that's so hard for moms to do in their everyday life. And I think that hearing you and hearing how you delegate all these things, it's going to help other moms say, okay, bro, I can figure this out.
Yeah.
You know, that mom math and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Once you get a grip on that and you're like, okay, this is how I can do it and make it all work. So, like, I really thank you for sharing because I'm still like, how do you do this all, you know?
I don't, honestly, sometimes when people ask, like, how do you do it? I'm like, I don't know how I do it. I don't know.
Like, what other choice do you have? You have to, right?
And some days it's hard. I wake up and I'm like, I just can't today. Like, I wish I could just call in sick for the day. Like,
Yeah.
not just work. Like, I just want to call in sick.
Life. Call in life.
Yeah, I want to, like, keep my son home from school. Let's just have a day.
Do you ever do that?
I think I've done it once or twice. I think, like, my oldest he woke up tired, like, so tired. And I was like, you know what? You don't have a test today. You don't have anything going on that you, like, are going to be sad that you missed. Let's just stay home. And like I said, I know it's, like, not supposed to, but sometimes you just need a day, and your kids need a day. Like, I remember when he started kindergarten, that first couple weeks, he came home and went to sleep every day right away.
It's
like,
a lot.
He was so worn out because he never went to daycare either. So that was his.
It was a brand new routine for him to get used to.
And it was a lot. And then, like, just with each grade level, it just gets more and more. And he's in dual language, so he's learning in Spanish half the day and English half the day.
Wow.
So his brain is, like, being
overtime.
Yes.
It's an overdrive
all day. And so then it's just.
Well, and they're still little humans too, you know. We all need mental days sometimes.
I know, like, I think about how much I be drained in a day, like, and to be a little person, that's a lot. And then, like, everything that he's doing in a day is crazy. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that's a lot. And then you said he still runs laps around here. Like, that's craziness.
Yeah, like, if he ever asked me, like, hey, can we just skip Taekwondo Day? And as long as he doesn't, like, he's not coming up for, like, a test for his belt to get the new rank, I'm like, yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Like, you know, because he enjoys doing these things that I don't want to push him so much that he burns out and he doesn't want to do it anymore.
Right. Because that does happen.
But I do explain to him, I'm like, okay, if it's not an important day that's going to set you back, then yes, like, okay.
We can skip it.
Yeah, we can skip it. It's not a serious thing. We can, make up the time. And I try to make compromises with him too. I'm like, okay, if we skip it, or, like, if he stays home from school or something, I'm like, okay, well, then you need to do, like, because they have the computer programs that they can do, like, practice. I'm like, okay, well, if you stay home from school,
you can hop on Schoology later.
I was like, you have to do an hour of Schoology or something. Like, you're missing 8 hours of school, you have to do something.
Yeah, let's make up for it.
And so I do a compromise so that he's not missing out
all the way,
but he has that break.
You're such a good mom.
You are a really good mom. And I think that your kids are they're gonna develop routine and then, like, staying true to things that they do and choose to do, the commitment and stuff like that. That's what they're learning every day. They're like, no, mom gets up and she does this, and mom gets up and she makes sure that we have this. So I think it's great because you're building routines with them and keeping structure, but you're teaching them to, like, do the same.
Yeah. So I just, like I said, I don't want him to get burnt out with the things he's passionate about. Because I remember that was a big thing. Is I pushed myself, and in high school I did AP classes. I never should have, because I got burnt out.
Yeah.
And so that's why I try to do, like, compromises with him. Like, okay, if you miss this, then, like, just do this little bit to, like, so that it's like you're allowed to step back from your commitments and take a breath so that you don't get burnt out. But you do have, like, responsibilities to keep up with. And then I feel like that's going to help him later in life with, like if he's in college or something and he has, like, a test to study for, it's like, okay, if I do this little bit, I can take a breather, give my brain a break, and then I'll get back to it. Like, he doesn't have to, like, feel the dread of, like, I have to cram every ounce of information into my brain. I have to stay up till 3 a.m. to get this done. Like, I'm trying to teach him time management and, like, mental management.
Yes. And he's going to develop all those ways of learning how to do that because of all the habits that he's picking up now as a child, both of them. Yeah, that's awesome because I think that a lot of times too, like right now, it's hard for parents to build routines. I think because like for me personally, I never with Christian, it was like I was still a kid. And then with Kai, it was like, okay, I'm trying to figure this out, but still not do too much. I think that that's where I messed up is by not having routine and not doing that, building that routine. I think it's important. And somebody, I think it was Nina, the other Nina that we talked to, that was saying that routine is so important, like from birth, like right when they're brand new babies to start then. And it seems like you've done that,
Well, I didn't do from birth because to me, I was like, they're infants. They're gonna sleep when they want to sleep. They're gonna eat when they want to eat. We got lucky with our youngest because he kind of just did his own routine,
he
and then
just came in like, this is what's happening.
yes, and like with my oldest, I co-slept with him until he was about 4 years old, and they're like, okay, you're getting kind of old. We need to switch it. But with my youngest, he loves his bed. He will not sleep with us unless he is sick. He will not.
That's awesome.
And so we got lucky.
Yeah, that's awesome. Mm-hmm.
And I love that phrase you said about mental management. That's so important nowadays, and I'm so happy like that we're in the well, it's a double-edged sword, but the part of this generation that I am happy about is that mental health is so important now and people recognize it so much. And it's made a priority now. So I like that you're implementing that. I mean, you know what we dealt with growing up and stuff like that. So I just love
And then
that.
not letting it get to a point where your children are suffering from mental disabilities or anything like that. You're doing what you can do to prevent that and to set them up that if they do have those issues, you're already teaching them how to cope and how to and ways to deal. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
You really are a super mom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call you that till forever because you are.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for being here with us today and talking to us, chit-chatting with us, with these crazy children.
Thank you for having me. And yes, these babies with their karaoke and
Messing up the sound. All right, guys. Well, we're going to wrap it up right now. The babies are getting restless, but thank y'all for listening, and we'll speak at you next week. Bye.
Bye.
bye.